We're here at Night of Champions at Saudi Arabia, where it's John Cena versus CM Punk in the main event of that show for the WWE Championship. We're in the closing moments of that match. CM Punk would have the better of John Cena and go to sleep and connect it. 1, 2, but the referee would get dragged out of the ring, and that's by Paul Heyman. CM Punk just now realizes it as he gets out of the cover and goes straight to Paul Heyman to confront him. But this is all a trap because Braun Breaker would take out Punk with a spear, and then Breaker would take out the referee so that Bronson Reed would come out and in the ring take out John Cena with a tsunami, and this is all a plan for a potential heist of the century. Seth Rollins is here and he's ready to cash in his contract on John Cena, but he can't because it's a returning OTC Roman Reigns to stop him. Roman Reigns is back. Breaker trying to stop Reigns, but he gets caught with his spear as well as he's running towards Reigns. Now Reigns takes a look at Paul Heyman and confronts him. But Reigns knows it's no time for arguing because it's an Aussie in the ring he needs to confront, as well as him and Bronson Reed are now trading blows in the ring, where Reigns will get the better of Braun Breaker and launch off the ropes and take him out with a spear. And now he sends him to the outside of the ring and he has Paul Heyman all to himself. Reigns chases Paul Heyman, where Paul Heyman would run into a dead end. And that dead end is none other than the voice of the voiceless CM Punk, where Heyman has nowhere to go. Reigns would grab Heyman and send him right into Punk, where Punk would grab him and take him out of a go to sleep. Punk and Reigns get a little stare down, but Punk has to focus on the prize. That's a WWE Championship, where he sprints into the ring and ready to take out Cena for go to sleep, where this time around he is with no distraction. Punk goes for it, but Cena gets out of it and then takes him out with a low blow. Now John Cena calling for an attitude adjustment to CM Punk. Referee just now getting back onto his feet, so he did not see the low blow from John Cena on CM Punk. Reigns, as he's watching on, Cena takes out Punk with an attitude adjustment, where the referee would count to 3 and Cena is still the WWE Champion. Reigns would then walk into the ring for a little stare down with the WWE Champion John Cena for maybe a potential match in the future. On the Raw after Night of Champions, Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman are in the ring. 2 nights ago at Night of Champions, Seth Rollins had the chance to save wrestling and save the future of this industry by preventing John Cena to keep this WWE Championship and take it with him when he retires. But Roman Reigns stopped Seth, and Cena still has that championship that may be taken away from us now, knowing that Cena has 16 dates left. Roman Reigns, you not only took out me, but you also took out Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. CM Punk, you took out my wise man Paul Heyman of his GTS, damn near killing him, and I'm going to make him pay for this. I tried doing something good for this industry by saving wrestling, but Punk and Reigns just ruined it even more. CM Punk is here and he has some words to say to Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman. I was going to save wrestling if that so-called wise man standing next to you didn't drag the referee out of the ring when I had Cena beat. Seth, you just want the spotlight to be around you, making you look like the hero that saved wrestling when all you are really trying to do is become 2020 to 2024 bloodline by having your little sidekicks help you win every match you defend with the WWE Championship you are planning to cash in on. You may think you cashing in and being Cena and having control and power of this company is a good thing for the future of this industry, when in reality all it's really going to do is ruin less wrestling even more power. Things get heated between Seth Rollins and CM Punk, where Seth Rollins would go ahead and get a strike on his CM Punk, where Punk would counter it and take Seth Rollins out with a go to sleep. CM Punk now has Paul Heyman all to himself, looking to put more insult to injury instead of Paul Heyman's already injured neck. Punk launches Heyman into the corner, but wouldn't get enough attacks on him because Braun Strowman would attack CM Punk, and him and Braun Breaker are now decimating CM Punk. Is there somebody gonna help out CM Punk? Roman Reigns is here, ready to stop Braun Strowman and Braun Breaker as he sprints down into the ring, taking out Braun Breaker with a jumping clothesline, and then takes out big Braun Strowman with a clothesline of his own. And then we go ahead and take out Braun Breaker with a spear. Braun Strowman on the outside of the ring is not safe as well as Reigns rolls to the outside of the ring to take out Braun Strowman with a spear on the outside of the ring as well. Reigns had the crowd on their feet as he puts the one to the sky. He helps CM Punk up onto his feet, sends him in the ring as he has an announcement to make to Seth Rollins to go on the outside of the ring. All I'm going to say is that I'm back. I'm back for revenge on my former wise man who betrayed me and the men who planned this all. You, Seth Rollins. But first I'm going to go through your sidekicks. So at Saturday night's main event, it's going to be CM Punk versus Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. Good luck to your sidekicks. It's going to be CM Punk and Roman Reigns versus Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed at Saturday night's main event. But that's not what matters for now, because on the next Friday, on Friday Night SmackDown, the King of the Ring winner Cody Rhodes and the WWE Champion John Cena are in the ring. I lost at WrestleMania and returned a couple months later. I had a tag match with Jey Uso against you and Logan Paul where I pinned you. But yeah, I still had to go through a King of the Ring to get my rematch against you. You have ruined wrestling too much, and I'm going to save it at SummerSlam. But before that, a truth is to be revealed. Our Truth is here, taking out Cena for clothesline from behind. Truth beat Cena on the week before Night of Champions, and he wants a championship shot against John Cena, where it's made official for Saturday night's main event. We're here at Saturday night's main event where we kick things off with a tag match with Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker against CM Punk and Roman Reigns. It's an insane match for Seth Rollins with distract Reigns, helping Breaker hit a spear on Reigns. And at one point in the match, Reigns takes out Bronson with a Superman punch, then takes out Breaker for a spear. Seth is furious at his action as CM Punk launches a suicide dive to Rollins as he was furious and irate. Reigns with a cover on Braun Breaker. 1, 2, but Breaker will kick out at the last possible second. Reigns launches off the ropes, going for a spear, but Breaker launches him up and takes him out for a rib-breaking spear. Breaker then launches CM Punk into the ring, where Bronson Reed will go up to the top turnbuckle and drop a massive tsunami at Punk. Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker are decimating both Reigns and CM Punk. They will not need the help of Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman because they just defeated Roman Reigns and CM Punk all by themselves. And the main event of this episode of Saturday's main event is between John Cena and R-Truth. Cena goes for the 5 moves of doom, but Truth will counter. If there's anybody to counter the 5 moves of doom, it's R-Truth, where he goes for the Killings Axe and it connects. Ron Killings goes for the cover, counter 2, but Cena will kick out at the last possible second. Killings has the crowd on his side. He's going for little Jimmy, possibly no, because Cena counters and takes Killings out of a back suplex. Cena then picks up Killings for maybe and added to the adjustment and it connects, and that's gotta be it. But Killings takes out at the last possible second this time around. Cena's furious, going for the 5-knuckle shuffle, but Killings counters it. He tosses him to the ropes. It goes for the lie detector and it connects. Killings into the cover. But this time around, it's John Cena kicking out at the last possible second. Killings takes out Cena with a Falcon Arrow. ready to go up to his top turnbuckle. What is Killing looking to do? He goes for a 450, but Cena moves and takes him out of an attitude adjustment. That's the biggest mistake Killing has done in this match, because that's just costing him the WWE Championship, because Cena retains. As Cena is celebrating while the show is off air, we see an American Nightmare in his hometown of Atlanta, Georgia, attack John Cena with the trifecta of Crossroads. Is Cody Rhodes going to dethrone John Cena at SummerSlam? On the Raw after Saturday night's main event, we see Seth Rollins and crew in the ring. Braun Breaker pinned Roman Reigns last Saturday. I barely had to interfere in that tag match. It was a fair fight that Reigns and Punk lost to Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker, the future of this industry. CM Punk is here as he has something to say to Seth Rollins and his faction, but he's not going to go into the ring and instead say it on the stage. Yeah, you're right, Roman Reigns got pinned, not me, so I blame him for our loss. But Seth, forget about all of that, I have something I need to tell you. Me and you are 1-1 in singles competition in 2025. I beat you on the first Raw on Netflix. You beat me in a steel cage match months after our first match. But we need to end this because my career is coming to an end, and I need to stop with these side quests and focus on winning another WWE Championship before I retire. So at SummerSlam, Seth Rollins versus CM Punk. 2 out of 3 falls, in which every fall has a stipulation. I'm looking to end our trilogy with a victory. Seth, accept this so we can end this and focus on the future. CM Punk, you want the trilogy. You want CM Punk versus Seth Rollins one final time at SummerSlam. 2 out of 3 falls. I accept. On the next Friday Night SmackDown, it's John Cena in the ring as he has an announcement to make. I'm going to waste one of my dates on this appearance here in San Antonio to say that I'm not going to be wasting any of my appearances for these upcoming SmackDowns leading up to SummerSlam, because I'm smart, unlike you people, as I am going to rest up my body, because as you know, I'm a 48-year-old man eventually retiring, bringing this WWE Championship with me. I'm going to ruin wrestling by beating Cody Rhodes on night 2 of the first ever 2-night SummerSlam. I am down to 13 more appearances and I am not going to waste them on these upcoming SmackDowns. So don't expect me to be there if you've already bought your tickets for the road to SummerSlam. Blame Cody Rhodes for this because of what he did to me off air of his hometown cheering him on as he hit me with 3 hard-hitting crossroads. That son of a plumber. That son of a bitch. That's all I have to say for you people. Thank me for showing up unlike Cody, and thank me for wasting a date on you fickles on my farewell tour. The next couple of weeks of Monday Night Raw, we see Braun Breaker and Roman Reigns go brawling in the archives and even in the parking lot. Are we going to see a match for them at SummerSlam in the future, possibly? That's not what matters for now, because we see Cody Rhodes in the ring as he wants John Cena to appear because of what he said about his father. But we get no appearance from John Cena. On the next Monday Night Raw, Roman Reigns would toss Braun Breaker in the backstage of the arena, where a match is set up between both Reigns and Braun Breaker for SummerSlam because things are getting out of hand. Cody Rhodes comes out again the next week on SmackDown and says, I'm gonna give Cena a minute to come down and end this rig and face off of me to make your hard-earned money come to its worth by seeing me beat the hell out of a man that talks shit about my father, the great Dusty Rhodes, and a man that has a mind of stealing our most prestigious championship. John Cena doesn't appear, and Cody Rhodes and the crowd are starting to lose hope. Cody has no other option than to leave the arena, but as he is about to exit the ring, Cena does appear, as instead of Cody beating the hell out of Cena, Cena beats the living hell out of Cody Rhodes with continuous chair shots to Cody. He then takes him with the STFU as Cody Rhodes bloody up and is a bloody mess on the Go Home show to their first ever 2-night SummerSlam. Will wrestling continue to be ruined, or will Cody Rhodes actually save wrestling? We're at SummerSlam Night 1, where we kick things off with Roman Reigns versus Braun Breaker, the guy who pinned it, Roman Reigns, at Saturday's main event, and he might pin him yet again, because as soon as the match starts, Breaker launches a spear on Roman Reigns, where Reigns will kick out at the last possible second. This might be a spear versus spear match, because Breaker immediately goes to the corner to launch yet another spear, but Reigns will move out of the way, and he will launch off the ropes to take out Breaker of a spear. This match is already getting insane, and it just started as Reigns would get a 2 count on Braun Breaker. Reigns would then back up to the corner to call for a spear onto Braun Breaker, but Breaker will launch him up and take him out with a spear, the same move he did to him at Saturday night's main event. But Breaker would only get a 2 count. Breaker then tosses Reigns to the outside of the ring, maybe ready to go for a super spear all around the ring, but Reigns would catch him with a headbutt as he was running towards him. Now Reigns is going to go all around the ring to catch Breaker with a spear, and he does just that. Reigns now looking to go for a super spear in the ring. Breaker's signature move, but Breaker catches Reigns with a spear as he was running towards him. Now Breaker calling Reigns up onto his feet, so Breaker will go for the super spear. But Reigns would catch him with a Superman punch. Now Reigns going to the corner. Now he's calling up Breaker onto his feet as he's going to hit a spear onto the unpredictable badass. But Breaker yet again kicks out at the last possible second. Reigns is furious as he goes to the outside of the ring to clear off the announcer's table. He would then toss Breaker to the steel step because he would clear off the other announcer's table. Reigns has him up on the announcer's table as he's going for a move, but Breaker would counter, and he takes out Reigns with a spinebuster through it. He then sets him up on the other announcer's table looking for a spinebuster yet again possibly, but Reigns counters it, and Reigns would then take out Breaker with a Uranagi. Reigns has Breaker in the ring now for a pinfall, but Breaker will yet again kick out the last possible second. These two men cannot be stopped. This is getting out of hand as both of them are in a hockey fight where Breaker would get the better of Roman Reigns and would then take him out with a gutbuster. Breaker then goes to the corner calling him Reigns up onto his feet and takes him out with a rib-breaking spear. That's gotta be it. 1, 2, but no, Reigns puts his hand on the ropes on the last possible second, and Breaker's furious that he has Reigns locked up in a bear hug. A vicious bear hug. Reigns will get out of it as he takes out Breaker with a guillotine. Reigns and Breaker going for submission. Reigns saying, whatever you can do, I can do better. But Breaker would fight out of the guillotine as he would then launch a spear into Roman Reigns. Cover on the OTC count of 2, but Reigns will kick out at the last possible second. These two men have kicked out of everything. They've kicked out gutbusters, spears, Superman punches, and absolutely everything, as Reigns is now going for a drive-by into Braun Breaker. And it connects. Reigns has Breaker in the corner for a Superman punch and spear combination as he defeats the unpredictable badass in this classic of a match that will be remembered for decades and decades to come. We would then fast forward to the main event of night 1, where Seth Rollins versus CM Punk in a 2 out of 3 fall match, where every fall has a stipulation to it, where the first fall is just a normal match, where both Seth Rollins and CM Punk hit each other with their best moves. At At one point in the match, CM Punk has Seth Rollins locked up in an anaconda vice. But Seth will fire a vicious knee to the back of the head of Punk. Punk will go for a GTS, but Seth will counter it and take Punk out with a reverse DDT. Seth then picks up Punk as he kicks him in the gut for maybe a stomp, but no, Punk counters it, turns Rollins around, and is ready to go for a GTS. But Seth gets out of it yet again, and it goes for a different variation of a reverse DDT. Seth now going for a stomp into CM Punk, but CM Punk launches him up in the air, catches him with a go to sleep. Punk goes for the cover and gets the first fall of his 2 out of 3 falls match. Punk calls for the steel cage, as that will determine who gets a second fall. Now Punk immediately goes try to call for the GTS into Seth Rollins. But Seth Rollins fights out with some elbows and then kicks him in the gut and hits the stomp. He covers Punk for the 1, 2. But no, CM Punk will kick out at the last possible second in this steel cage. Seth Rollins now trying to escape the steel cage. But CM Punk will quickly follow him up there, takes him with a strike, and then CM Punk following Seth Rollins up to the top of the steel cage. He sent him face first on the steel cage, and yet again, but no, they're brawling at the top of the cage. Who's the better man? Who's gonna take one of them out and send him back into the ring? Who's gonna escape the cage and pick up the second fall? Is it going to be CM Punk? Or will CM Punk immediately win this match with just 2 falls? Or will Seth Rollins fight back? It seems like CM Punk's actually gonna win the 2 out of 3 falls match. He takes Rollins into the ring, and now Punk is about to escape the cage. But no, of course, Big Bronson Reed sprinting down and climbs up to the top of the cage to stop CM Punk from escaping the cage, and he then sends him into the ring. Now, CM Punk is wiped out, and it seems like Bronson Reed is going to drop a massive tsunami from the top of the steel cage, and it connects. And unlike last time at War Games, Bronson Reed is perfectly fine as he grabs Seth Rollins and is ready to help him escape the cage. It helps Rollins, and Rollins now climbing down. And Seth Rollins drops as he picks up the second fall of this match. But he's wiped out, he's knocked out, he cannot choose the third fall. So what is going to happen? Seems like I have some breaking news from Raw General Manager Adam Pearce. Getting some news from the boss, Triple H. The boss has informed me that the third fall is going to be a ladder match where if you win, you get a Money in the Bank with a contract inside. This contract gives you a match against the winner of Night 2's main event between John Cena and Cody Rhodes for the WWE Championship. I know you two are hurt bad and can barely move, but I also know you two know this ladder match very well, as you two are the only people ever in this company to win 2 Money in the Bank ladder matches. Good luck. The third fall is going to be a ladder match where the winner gets a shot at either Cody Rhodes or John Cena, depending on the winner of that Night 2's main events for the WWE Championship. Reed quickly sets up the ladder in the ring and is ready to help Rollins climb that ladder and grab the contract. Bronson Reed has to drop Rollins because the OTC has arrived, and Reed has to change his attention to Roman Reigns as he rolls out of the ring, but he gets caught off a Superman punch. He is running towards Roman Reigns. Reigns will then come around to pick up CM Punk. Reigns, he fought Braun Breaker earlier in the night, coming out to save CM Punk. Sets him up on the rope so he can set up the ladder in the middle of the ring perfectly for CM Punk to climb up the ladder and grab the contract. As Reigns points up to the sky, leading CM Punk to the top of the ladder to grab that contract. But as Punk was climbing the ladder, the unpredictable badass who fought Reigns earlier in the night gets his revenge at Reigns for beating him earlier in the night with a spear, and Punk is now trying to grab the contract. But the ladder gets tossed by Braun Breaker as CM Punk drops down hard on the end of the ring. Breaker would then drop a powerbomb to CM Punk to the outside of the ring, making CM Punk crash and burn. Seth up the ladder for the visionary, the revolutionary, Seth freaking Rollins to climb up the ladder and grab the contract, as Seth Rollins will get a shot at either John Cena or Cody Rhodes for the Undisputed Championship, depending on the Night 2's main event winner. And here we are in the main event of Night 2 of the first ever two-night SummerSlam, as Cody Rhodes trying to save wrestling against the WWE Champion, John Cena. Cena at one point in the match attacks with a front knuckle shuffle with the top turnbuckle. He would then call Rhodes up to his feet for maybe an attitude adjustment, but Rhodes counter it and takes Cena out with a cross. Rhodes is that enough to put Cena away and save wrestling. 1, 2... No! Cena kicks out at 2. At another point in this match, John Cena would take out Rhodes with an attitude adjustment through the announcer's table. He would then take Rhodes in the ring for the count of 1, count of 2, but Rhodes would kick out at the last possible second. Cena would then put Rhodes and seated on the top turnbuckle going for a superplex, but Rhodes counters it with 2 strikes to the ribs of Cena, then sends him crashing and burning out of the ring. Rhodes ready to end things with maybe a crossroads, but Cena counters with an elbow and takes Rhodes out with an attitude adjustment in the ring. Is that enough to put Rhodes away and continue to ruin wrestling? No, Rhodes kicks out. They're brawling. It's a whole hockey fight here in New Jersey for the first ever two-night SummerSlam, the main event, where Rhodes gets the better of Cena and sends him to the outside of the ring for clothesline as he clears off the announcer's table. Ready to go for a moonsault through John Cena, through this table, as both men are out on the outside of the ring. Rhodes would soon get Cena back in the ring for a vertebra breaker. Is that enough to put Cena away? No, Cena kicks out at the last possible second. Rhodes would send Cena into the corner, but Cena would expose the top turnbuckle. Rhodes runs at him, but Cena moves and Rhodes goes crashing hard on the exposed turnbuckle. Now Cena rolls in the ring with the championship as he takes out Rhodes with it. But no, Rhodes counters it. The referee is distracted on exposing that turnbuckle as Rhodes takes out Cena with a Cody Cutter, or Super Cody Cutter. He grabs the championship. The referee is still facing that turnbuckle as Rhodes is ready to take out Cena. He's going to do whatever it takes. He takes out Cena with the championship. He's ready to save wrestling. He goes to remove the evidence. He rolls back in the ring. The referee is done facing the exposed turnbuckle. Count of 1, count of 2, but Cena kicks out at the last possible second. Rhodes cannot believe it, and everybody here in New Jersey cannot believe it. Now Rhodes going for this trifecta against John Cena. He's doing whatever it takes to save this wrestling. He's doing whatever it takes, but Cena counters with an elbow to the face of Cody Rhodes. He then sends him into the referee. Referee is down and out. Rhodes does not know what to do right now. He's lost. He does not know what it takes to defeat John Cena. Cena grabs the championship and takes out Rhodes. He gets it yet again, and Rhodes rolls to the outside of the ring and then takes him out yet again with the Undisputed Championship. Now John Cena sends Rhodes back into the ring for an attitude adjustment, but both him and Rhodes are out. Referee is still knocked out, so even if Cena took the cover, referee wouldn't be able to count it. But now the referee is back up onto his feet as John Cena has an STFU locked in on Cody Rhodes, where Cody Rhodes does not tap out, but he fades away as John Cena is still the undisputed WWE Champion as wrestling continues to be ruined.